Any advice for cleaning for empty homes, construction homes? Is it different from a move out cleaning? India, I see your hand raised too, love. Is this what you're going to ask as well?
Yeah, that was my question. Several people in some Facebook groups that I'm in were asking for cleaners for that type of thing. So I'm thinking, is it like a move out clean? And is it something that I should know more about before I try and send a cleaner out? And they're like, I don't want to do this.
Yes. Yes. So I'm still trying to find somebody to come speak on specifically post-construction cleaning, because post-construction cleaning is a completely different beast. Shoot, I think it was like my third cleaning job that I did, like ever did, was a post-construction cleaning. And I didn't really know it at the time. Like, he put some verbiage in there, but like I really didn't know it, y'all. And I was at this house from like 12 to like 10 o'clock. We were at that, my husband and I was at that house for so long. The guy even went to go get his dinner and brought it back. Like, we were there forever. And then I did a 10,000 square foot post-construction house, you guys. We were at that job for 72 hours. And I think that was probably like, it was super early. I don't want to say like number, but it was super early. And I know it was super early because you guys want to know how much I charged for that job. Oh my God, I felt so stupid. I charged $1,000 for that job, you guys. That was like so ridiculously under budget. Okay. Oh my God. It was the worst experience ever. I think I was ready to quit after that day. My husband like went to work and came help us overnight, went to work, and we didn't do it 72 hours straight. But the thing about post-construction is the dust. Okay. And unless you're dealing with a real construction company or a real renovation company, they are aware of what that cleanup entails. But if you're just dealing with like an actual owner of the house, and they're like, oh yes, we had some work done in the kitchen and we just have some dust and we needed to come, we just need to be cleaned up. They have no idea what that entails. Because with post-construction dust and debris, right? And then I'll say the word debris. Oh, there's no debris. Look, if there is like fiber glasses, like if you guys did anything in the walls, if you like did anything, like there's always going to be dust and debris. So the thing with dust and debris is that, you can't sweep it because you'll sweep it and you think you swept it and it goes up. And then it falls back down. And then you'll get a call the next day, but oh my God, you guys didn't even do the floors. There's dust everywhere. What did you guys do? It's dust and debris with post-construction cleanup is really hard because it's everywhere. It's on the walls, it's on the cabinets, it's inside the cabinets, it's literally everywhere. So if you don't have somebody that has true experience doing that type of cleaning, then I wouldn't recommend doing that type of cleaning unless you have a cleaner and you're interviewing them like, hey, have you ever done post-construction cleanup? And then you're like, oh yeah, we've done that, right? And then ask them like, what does that entail? And then they will let you know. And then otherwise, I would not recommend doing it. Because also like the best thing for post-construction cleanup is having a shop vac, which is basically like a construction vacuum cleaner. Either they're like backpack kind, or it's like those big black ones that you see on wheels and it has the red tops on them. Like those are shop vacs, because the best way to get rid of that dust is to suck it up, is to have one of them things and you have that long hose and you have that flat surface and you're just going over the walls, over the because it's really tough. So that's my personal experience, and you guys can probably see how I felt about that, because it was not a good experience. And then also post-construction cleanup is tricky to price as well when you're having to deal with the regular owner of the job, because it wouldn't either need to be priced, like depending on the level of work, it would either need to be priced as a commercial where you are literally charging per square foot because you're cleaning the entire house. So it's like a move out cleaning because you're cleaning the entire home, but I mean, you're literally having to touch every surface of the home. I mean, like, it's on the ceilings, it's everywhere. Or unless you like think of a price and you do like a heavy duty price, and you're charging a lot. But like I said, you want to make sure that your cleaners know how to clean that type of home and have the equipment, because only thing's going to happen is the client's not going to be happy and they're going to want to re-clean or a refund, and it'll be more than a headache. And I'm so sorry, like, if that kind of like tore you away from wanting to do that. I just know, like, it's extremely different than a regular like move out cleaning.
No, thank you. I feel like it's better for me to know than to like be like, oh yeah, we can do that, and then completely,
Oh yeah, because I wish somebody would have told me, because like I said, I wasn't turning down nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, heck yeah, I could do that. It was, so that $10,000 square feet house was the last house that we've ever did, and we don't do anymore. Let's see, quick question. Did you get a chance to post the price? Oh no, I didn't. Where's my notes? I think I had it right here. Was it the time frames? Was that the time frames, or was it like the actual price listing? Price list. Like, or what charge? Or an estimate. Okay. No, but I will get that. What plan should I get for booking Koala? They have 3 plans. I don't know what the $27 plan does not offer, because I've never done that one. I've always just done the middle plan. So it's $57. I've never done the 197 plan, but I have had a chance to take a peek at what they offer. I think it's really great. I just never felt like I had the need to pay for it. So I would definitely say, like, try the $57 plan if it's within budget, right? Especially if you're using the code, and you'll get 14 free days, and you can kind of, peruse around it and see if it has everything you need. And if it doesn't, I mean, like, see if you have everything you need, and then like try the $27 one, see what the difference is, and then to see which one would best fit you. Hey T, you had a question?
Yes, Jasmine. So a question about to piggyback. I know I was asking a question about open phone with the 2 different phone numbers.
Yes.
Are you able to see what company a person is calling? Because the numbers just come through as open phone. And I wanted to kind of like separate both.
So do you have, okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. You mean like as in if you have 2 businesses on open phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on open phone, what you can do is title each one.
I did that, but like if someone, like, say if you pick up the phone and you're calling me from ABC company, it's just saying open phone. It's not being specific who's calling me.
Okay, now you're right. You know what? I think you're right. Because I don't feel like I have
it just doesn't say what number.
You're right. Now, one thing that you can do that I do see when people are calling from the number is my icons. So can you see the little chick on the laptop?
Yeah.
In the crown.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I see. So like when somebody calls from this line, I'll see the crown and then the phone number that they're calling from.
Oh.
And then when somebody calls for this line, I'll see this icon.
Okay.
And then the number that they're calling from.
Okay.
So it'll kind of like pop up, see, like with the crown. That's what it kind of looks like when I get incoming calls.
Okay, that was helpful because I was trying to switch, but I really, really like open phone and it's nice
Yeah.
and cheap. So, okay.
I know, it's really nice and cheap.
I wasn't trying to leave.
I know that's right. Girl, I've been trying to keep this phone system for the VA company, but I feel like either like we'll have to have each separate VA manage a separate phone line or have to move, but I'm really trying not to move because that $13 is nice.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Jasmine.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other question? Let me see. Thank you. You have it. You have to set it up, I think. Have this, oh, okay. I may miss this, but what are your thoughts for pricing by square footage versus number of rooms? So the biggest thing for me is because of square footage is will like give you the full layout of the house, right? So like here where I'm at in Texas, like there could literally be a 1-story, 4-bedroom, 2-bath house that's maybe 1,800 square feet, right? And then somewhere else, it could also be, okay, well, I guess, let me see, because you're saying like full total rooms. And then, but you know, sometimes people are not even including like living room, game room, theater. I just feel like this, to me, the square footage is like a catch-all, right? Because like there could be a 4-bedroom to, especially an older home or like a, you know, just a home in a more affordable community. You can have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house with a game room that could be 1,800 square feet. And then you have another house that's 4-bedroom, 2-bath with the game room could be 2,400 square feet, right? Because the size of the rooms are bigger, right? The sizes of their game room is bigger. The sizes of their master bedroom, the bathroom is bigger. So the square footage to me is like a catch-all because it'll make sure that, you know, like we're charging the right price for the right size of the home versus just somebody telling us, oh yeah, we only have 4-bedroom, 2-bath, because that will look completely different than somebody else's house. Let me know if that answered your question. Is it possible to make 6 figures in less than a year? Yes. Most definitely. I mean, I think I posted it a couple months ago, I think in October. I had to go to an event and speak in Virginia Beach in October, and they had a class, they had like a virtual as well, you know, and I can't even find the person because like I don't even know who the person is, but she had like literally posted in like the chat of the virtual event that was happening while I was speaking and said that she was a student here and she did 125K in 6 months. So it can totally be done. I think it just all depends on, you know, your cleaners and your budget, as in like how much are you able to invest in marketing. And of course, there's some other variables, right? Some non-predictable variables of, you know, if you know somebody that knows somebody and, you know, you have a good network of inner circle people that refer you, you know what I mean? Like, so you'll have like those, but I'm going to say it's always possible. It's always possible. And then I don't know if you're on the line with us earlier, Charlie, but on the 29th, and for those that were not on here earlier, on the 29th, we're having a planning and strategy meeting. I posted it in the membership calendar thing, where we're going to be like planning and strategizing out 2023. Okay. And what that year will look like. So that way your activities can match your goals, right? And that way you're setting realistic and consistent action steps to make sure that you achieve those. And I'm working on creating a workbook and a guide for that. So that'll definitely help you help you for your planning. Because like, I don't know if you guys saw that YouTube video I posted a couple of months ago. And it talked about, you know, how to make six figures in a year, right? And I broke it down to the simplest term is basically having one cleaner do two jobs that average $245 for 5 days a week. It's not even including the weekends. That would give you six figures, right? So if you had two cleaners doing two homes, right? If you had three cleaners doing one home each, so it can totally be done. These are some good questions tonight, you guys. And I'm recording this. I'm so bad.
You got this, Jasmine. It's been a long road. Ride or die.
Okay, any other questions on tonight? Or feedback, any other things that you guys want me to add to, like the course, the membership? I've been working on creating videos for the FAQ page. I recorded 10 like the other day that I'm just trying to edit and get added to there. And basically like that FAQ page, because like wondering like what that space is, I'm like basically like gathering all the questions that I get asked a lot of. And the ones that I don't, you know, that's not like too situational based, and providing like a video response and then put it in there. So that way, when you guys do have questions about insurance or bond or, you know, different aspects about the business, you can be able to go in there and find a video response. Of course, like if it's not like situational, right? Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I should add like a input on there too, so that way I can get like any input or question that you guys want me to cover. Let's see, I was late. Are you reposting on Circle? Yes. So this live will be added on Circle because it did get recorded from the beginning. So we'll be adding this to Circle, and it'll be on like the replay. So like anytime it's just me or we're having a Q&A or a specific training on something, it'll be added to replays. Anytime we bring on like a special guest that's doing a partner training for us, it'll be added to partner. And then I just spoke with Kendall yesterday. We're going to get him back in January to do a follow-up Q&A as well. So that's going to be really good. Let's see, I have an LLC, EIN, business bank account. Awesome. And I'm also going to get my business insurance, Gusto, Book, and Koala this week. Sweet. Is there anything else I may be missing before I launch? So in regards to like your foundational pieces, I mean, you have the LLC, EIN, business bank, business insurance, Gusto, Booking Koala. You want to make sure to have your email, your phone, your Stripe, email, phone, Stripe, and your virtual address, and your virtual address. So you want to make sure that you have those additional pieces, like for the foundational piece, right? And then also, girl, start hiring and launching. That'll be pretty much it. Yeah, cleaners, like get some cleaners, hiring and launching. Now Ricky talks about this in the business credit class. So, you know, I'm really particular about this because of how Ricky like embeds it in my brain, right? Because sometimes I'll like start doing stuff without him. And I'd be like, honey, I just got this, you know, this LLC. Like I was trying to get the LLC for the virtual assistant company, right? And I was like, honey, I just got the LLC for the virtual assistant. I'm so proud. I checked that off. I'm gonna give you the information and it's done, right? And I did not register the LLC with the business address. I registered it with our home address, and with my home phone number and not the business phone number. So he was like, what are you doing? Right, like, you know, it all has to be in alignment, right? He's like, everything has to match, all the bank rating stuff has to match. So now Texas LLCs, you guys, are $300. That's why I was asking earlier, is your LLC, you know, not as expensive, right? The Texas LLC is $300, and to amend it, it's $150 per change. So I have to change the address and I have to change the phone number. That's going to be an additional $300. So yeah, but so I always say, like, in the order of like when you're getting your EI. Now, of course, if this is not, you know, super important to you guys, because it may not be, right? Like my husband's thing is every LLC needs to be fundable. So like that is his job. Like that's what he does. He makes sure every LLC is fundable. So when we're setting it up, it's to get the domain, the email address, the phone number, the business address, right, first. So that way we can use that information when applying for the EIN and the business bank account. So that way we're using that information on those things. But yeah, let's say it's only because it's to make it fundable. Do we need a virtual mailing and also business address? So virtual mailing, I guess, your virtual address is your business address. I think I said mailing, but not necessarily mailing, but like your virtual address is going to be your business address.
Hey, I have another question, Jasmine.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you said that about the LLC. Okay, so when I was setting up my LLC, well, I had another company do it for me, and that was like $300 some. My question, because I told him I wanted, because I had a virtual mailbox, but what he did was I have a registered agent.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, do you have a registered agent with your LLC?
No, not for Texas, only for Wyoming.
Okay, so yeah. So for my holding company, okay, I have a registered agent, but then the cleaning company itself, I wanted it set up to like where it was my business address on that, but he had my registered agent address on that LLC as well.
So to me, like that part is fine. Like
Yeah.
With having the registered agent, because like, you know, that's your registered agent. So that's where all the information is going to. And then everything else would just need to have like the appropriate business, like the appropriate business address. So you have an LLC in Wyoming too?
Yes. So what I'm saying is, like, if you look at my LLC paperwork, my virtual business address is not on any of that paperwork. It's just the registered agent.
Right, but that's fine though, because the perfect reason for Wyoming is because of their privacy laws.
Yeah.
Like nobody can come and publicly search for and get, you know, public information from your LLC in Wyoming. Now it is for the first year, it's like that when you do the registered agent, but you do have to keep keep doing something each year to make sure that it stays private. For like here in Texas, that's why everything needs to have your business information, because the LLCs are public information, and you don't want somebody being to have to come for you and with, you know, being able to like search you up with your personal information.
Okay, so as long, because I do know that with the LLC, like I had a business account with it, and from that I have the mailbox with that.
Mm-hmm.
So like I say, so I just want to make sure, like, as long as I don't have to have the business address on the EIN information, I thought maybe that's how I had to have it set up or something.
Yeah.
With the virtual mailbox on that.
Yeah, like I said, with everything else with that information is fine, because like I said, with the Wyoming, like it's private. Like they can't search you up for anything anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Like all they're gonna see is the LLC name and the registered agent's name and information, but that doesn't say who the owner of this LLC is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. I think okay. Not same question. Okay. I have an LLC and an EIN, but I use my apartment address and personal phone number. But now I have a business number. I don't have this I didn't have this information, then what can I do now? So you want to just check with your state and see how you can amend it. You want to check with your state and see how you can amend it. If you're planning to keep the same LLC name, and there's a lot of changes, because I see TX, I don't know if that's your last name, or Texas, because like I said, Texas amendment is $150 per change. So if you're planning to keep the LLC name and you absolutely need it, then you have to just make the amendments. And basically you'll file the same way as you filed for your initial LLC, and just amend those changes. Or let's say, because like we have another LLC to where like it's too many changes and I don't necessarily need the name. So we're just gonna just like get another one, because it would cost like $450 to make all the changes on it. Is it advisable to have one account for your payments to come in and another account for payroll gusto? Yes, most definitely. That's how I have mine set up. Like I literally have, like I use like that profit first strategy, right? Now my percentages are different because I do have like more than just the 5 that they recommend. But like I do have a separate account for payroll. I have a separate account for money coming in, a separate account for expenses, a separate account for my payroll for cleaning staff, and like separate expenses for my VAs, because I have to pay them through like an overseas type of account, because they're overseas. But yeah, no, I have different accounts. That's why I always recommend, like if you're using a business bank, to make sure it's one that doesn't charge additional fees for having additional account. Like some banks will charge you extra fees for having all these different accounts. Okay, yeah, Victoria. So yeah, if you're in Texas, the amendment is $150 per each amendment. Are all of your accounts with the same bank or separate banks? So separate. Now, so all the like my main business accounts are with one bank. I'm sorry, like I'm trying to like look out, are with one bank, but we do have other banks that we will transfer money to as like a holding account, or like if Ricky's basically, because he's trying to build relationships with these banks so they can see money coming in for funding purposes. So that's the only reason why we have additional bank accounts. We don't like to keep a lot of cash on hand, because we don't want to spend it and it's not really gaining or doing anything. So we like doing the IULs that he talks about, but like I said, the only reason why we have other banks is so that way we can build relationships with these other financial institutions, so that way they can see money coming in and we can get funding from them. But otherwise, like we have all of our main accounts with just one bank. Let's see. These are some good questions, y'all. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss any.